next thing about um, prayers in the house. Some people, when we say puja and prayer, they think like just cleaning the deities or lighting a lamp or offering some flowers and just praying and done in 5 minutes. But it's not what puja and prayer actually means. When we mean puja and prayer, apart from the cleaning, the offering flowers and the offering the aarti and diyas, you do prasad, you read some mantras, you chant mantras, you read some books, you sing some bhajans, you sing aartis. All these take about like minimum 20 to 30 minutes, or sometimes depends on what you're reading and how you're reading. It might take even 45 minutes to 1 hour. So every day, if you're doing that, and even during those days, if you want to do it, you may not be able to sit constantly for 1 hour without uh, have in full concentration, because you're going through so much pain, all this irritability and all. Your mind is not fully concentrated for that long. So what's the point when your mind when you're not concentrated, and when you're not doing the prayer with full concentration? What's the point of doing the prayer or bhajans or pujas? And the other thing is, again, like now we have sanitary pads, but back then they didn't. So how many times would they go back and forth to the restrooms or bathrooms and come back or clean themselves and come and all? How would that be any concentration or any focus or any interest in doing what you're doing? Instead of all this, they said, don't do it, skip those days, let the other people in the house do it, you take rest. If you still want to have that spiritual connection, you can still just sit in the room and just think of God, chant God's names. You don't have to chant mantras and everything, but you can still think of God, pray to God, think of his name and recite his name. It's still devotion, it's still bhakti, you are still thinking of God, you're still doing your part in during that day. So that's the reason they said not to go to temples or not to do pujas, but not in any other kind of negative way. Then there is again this contradictory statement where people say, okay, but now we are going to offices and all, why not, why can't we go to temples? Just like I said, just because you have sanitization, just because you're keeping yourself hygiene, it's not about just hygiene that you're not going to that they say not to go to the temple or do prayers. It's the same thing, like your energy fluctuation, your hormones are already all over the place during that time. Why you want to put yourself in a different kind of conflict situation? Then there might be someone saying, okay, I don't have all the problems, my cycle is just 2 days and I'm fine, I don't even feel it. Okay, if you're feeling nothing, if you think you're okay, you can do it, go ahead, go do it. Who is stopping you? It's not just because you go and do prayers, you're not impairing anything, you're not doing anything wrong, you're not um, putting yourself in a spiritually negative way. No, you're not. You can do it, but you make your judgment. Don't just say I don't have it, so everybody may not have it, so let's fight for it. No, you don't have it, go ahead, do it. And if there are people like you who don't have it and they are fine, they want to join you, just go ahead, do it. But when people talk about it, other people think like, okay, they are talking like we can go it, there is no actual reason for this, so why not everybody go to the temple? But this is what I'm saying. Temple, the whole point of temples and going to temples is to have a focus of mind. The whole point of doing prayers is go into this trance, like beyond this what do you say, this cosmic life. You go into a different kind of cosmic zone, cosmic energy. You're in a trance, you want to put yourself into that level of meditation or focus, that kind of situation. But when you're going through all this, you really can't do it. So why not just take rest? When there is an option, why not take it? Why put ourselves into those situations? You can still sit at home and pray. There is no harm in that. God is not just in the temple, he's everywhere. You can do that. And the other thing is, when we talk about menstruation, lot of people have this like mentality of don't talk about menstruation. Talking about it itself is a bad thing. You whisper, you don't even say I'm on period, I'm on my lady's days, or I'm having periods. You whisper, you don't even say out loud. You're put in that kind of situation in this society where you think even saying the word is wrong, talking about it is wrong. But no, why? It's a natural thing. Everybody knows, men, women, everybody knows women go through that. But when you don't talk about the next generation, people, younger people, especially kids nowadays, they're having their first period when even at 7 years old, 8 years old. How do you think they will learn anything if you don't talk about it, if you don't explain about it? When we say talk about and explain about it, all you do is you explain what goes on, like in a scientific way, in a medical way. You say like, okay, you have to wear this, that's all. But you're not talking about what they're supposed to eat, how they are supposed to take care of themselves, and are they supposed to be doing physical strenuous work, or are they supposed to be taking rest during those days? And if they are not, how it's going to affect? You're not talking about all that because most of us ourselves don't know what it is, because our parents, the generation before us, didn't talk about it. We are in that, like, don't talk taboo kind of mentality. We have to break that cycle. Talk about it. Teach your children what it is. Teach your children why our ancestors told what they said. Teach about what it actually is, why you're supposed to not do certain things, why you're supposed to do certain things, what kind of foods you're supposed to eat. A lot of people nowadays don't even know what they are supposed to eat during their menstruation or menstrual cycle. Even as women my generation, we fell into this busy world, work life balance, where we are not really having a work and life balance at all. We fall into this mentality of, okay, whatever like is easy, let's cook or get some fast food, or like just get some food from outside, eat anything. But that's not how we are supposed to eat. During our menstrual cycle, we are supposed to eat sattvic food. What sattvic food basically is called: light bland food, not too salty, not too spicy, not oily, not fatty food. We are supposed to eat bland foods. We're supposed to eat fruits, a lot of iron rich fruit vegetables, a lot of iron sourced stuff like good, uh, like brown sugar. Good is brown sugar, like sesame seeds, and like ragi millets, excuse me. So we are supposed to eat those kind of food, because during those days you lose so much blood, you are in iron deficiency. And sesame seeds, ragi millets, good, like brown sugar, these help you give the iron that is supposed to give, these supposed to give you the iron that is lacking in your body. They help in giving you that iron, like balancing that iron deficiency in your body during those days. So you don't know all these things. We are not understanding that we are supposed to do all these things. The reason being is, back then, even in my childhood days, when a girl first has a period, she was put in a separate room, separate area. She was um, given lot of sesame and good laddu, like balls, sweet balls. They used to, for 5 days of for 5 days or 10 days, they didn't send her out. They treated her body the way it's supposed to treat, because, and they taught the girl what she's supposed to do, what she's supposed to eat, what she's supposed to how she's supposed to take care of herself in those 10 days. And looking at what her parents or ancestors, grandparents are giving her, giving her what kind of food, she herself learned those things, and then she applied that to her every month regular cycle. That's why our moms and our ancestors, our grandparents are very, very strong. But what's happening for us, our generation and the next generation, is we think that is like some superstitious that they do it. They put the girl in a different play room and give her all that, don't let her go outside. And then what they do, once she comes from school and if she says, Mom, I had my period, what they do is like, okay, shower, just go and just have a pad, teach her what she's supposed to do, and send her to school next day. And just give her whatever food she's like you have, or like the kid is buying outside and eating whatever she can. And this is teaching her nothing about how her body reacts and how she is supposed to take care of her body physically. And then later on she's having a lot of problems these days with relate when comes to all this like gynec ladies issues. Why do you think all that happened? Had you taught your daughter what our tradition ancestors taught us, did what you have to do for the first time, she would have learned things. She would have learned how to take care of her body and all. Then she would have been healthy, and it would have been a different kind of life for us, for her. And the reason that people don't, I understand nowadays society, people think like, why talk about it, tell people how what's going on outside in the real world, so we don't want to tell that our girl uh, has become a woman, or she's turning into a different phase of her life. I understand that part. You still don't have to spread it out or anything, but you can still do it, that ritual at home, in your privacy of your home. Just do it what your ancestors do, but you do it for your daughter, and then send her out after 5 days or 1 week. That can happen, and that is healthy. That teaches that in by doing that you're teaching her how to take care of her, what to do and all. Then, and talking about it makes her understand that she can come to you and express like what's happening to her every time. Nowadays most of the girls don't even talk about what's going through their body, because they feel like it's a shameful thing to talk about it, or they don't even if they talk, they're not given a proper response, so they're not understanding what's going on. And a lot of people are going through this mental instability and mental irritability during that time, and they're getting mentally disturbed. I'm not saying everybody, but there are some people who go through all that. So what I'm trying to say is, a girl, a woman going through menstrual cycle is not impure. It's a life cycle. It has to happen for life to happen. If this doesn't happen to a woman, then there is no life happening in the world. There is no existence. So she is not impure, and our culture, our tradition doesn't say women during menstruation are impure and they're not supposed to go to temple because they're impure, or they're not supposed to do prayers because they're impure. All they are saying is they understood what human body is, they understood what a female body is, they understood women, and they said you just take rest for those certain days. That's all. They didn't mean anything negative about it. It's just the people later on that created all this confusion and conflicts in the society. So I hope you like this video. I hope I gave a lot of explanation of what our culture, tradition, and why they had all that. And if you like this video, please like it. And if you like it more, share it to others. And please do subscribe to my channel and encourage me so that I can do more videos like this, and I can better myself in learning new things so that I can give you the information in a right way. Thank you for watching.